Hey everybody, it's the Pontic mercenary, and it's going to be another battle today. This time it's Pontus versus Rome. Okay, so as you can see, we have 5 Therios spears with 2 bronze shield in the middle, 3 archers. I got Noble Blood in the middle, 2 Noble Blood on the side, backed up by Citizen Cav, and the same thing on the opposite flank with the chariot supporting. Now my opponent has 2 Velites, 3 auxiliary Syrian archers with the general and bodyguard, and 6 armored legionnaires with auxiliary cav on one flank and an auxiliary cav and equite extraordinari on the other. Now, not a lot happens at the beginning. There's a lot of downtime, so I'll go ahead and just fast forward until some better stuff happens. See both of us just moving up slowly. Yeah, he starts to bring his cav around a little bit. Go ahead and just play it for this real quick. Whoa, don't know what happened there. Okay. So, I start to bring up my cav on this side. Kind of start to bring my chariots and cavalry around a little bit right here. The reason I didn't really move up was I actually brought these spike traps just, you know, they were there, I didn't know what they did, so I decided to bring them. That's the only reason I didn't really want to walk over that. So, there's a lot of sitting first couple minutes of this battle. So yeah, we'll go and just fast forward again. See, bronze shield is still lining up, but not much. He starts to move up a little bit, and I kind of just hang out, which is something I usually don't like doing, but just because I brought those things. Now I start bringing my cavalry around on both flanks. Over here you see I ended up bringing my Noble Blood to try to support, and I start to try to charge just to see what he was going to do, but he ends up retreating backwards, so I don't pursue. Then over here he brings his cavalry back, so I start to bring my cavalry wider. And now you see he does bring a cavalry unit forward, so I start to bring my Noble Blood back pretty soon. And he does run over these spike traps, which you'll see. There's only 1 kill right there. Then he kind of like stops and starts to go back, because I guess it kind of freaks him out. I don't know. Another kill, another kill, another kill. So 4 kills total. I was hoping it'd do a lot more damage, but yeah, those don't really do that much at all. So yeah, you see my Noble Blood gonna bring around just as like a kind of defensive thing, so he can't charge in, because I got these guys way wide. After this point, he starts to move the rest of his army forward, as you can see. Still slowly moving his cavalry in. Now I feel confident with just this 1 unit back here because I have my infantry and archers supporting, so I start to actually move the rest of my guys around, just around back to be able to get flank charges. Start to move my cavalry up here, and he just keeps retreating back. See, he's not really looking for an engagement. Now he is starting to move his cavalry forward, so I kind of rearrange my Noble Blood, and in a second I'll actually charge them in. You'll see my archers actually start firing too in a second. Still bringing my cavalry on this flank around. Yeah, he starts charging, so I counter charge. Actually get a couple kills from my archers right there, but he's going to charge right in. These guys still kind of just sitting, still wrapping those guys around. Still got my infantry front just standing here. He does actually fake that charge and actually I guess decides to go after my archers, but I kind of catch him with Therios spears, but he ended up pulling away with those at this point, so I mean, there's really no point in chasing my Therios spears. But he starts to kind of go in, which is like right at the back of my infantry, and then just pulls out again, not really wanting to do it. Still bring my cavalry around. Those guys are moving up now. This battle actually is going pretty good for my Noble Blood. My Therios spears is charging this guy. He ends up starting to go back into the back of my cavalry there, so I bring my Therios back up. And yeah, that's gonna be bad for Noble Blood, but they're holding, which is good. Got my guys around. on the flanks. He actually did walk over the spike trap side. Doesn't look like it did probably that much damage. Archers start firing on his men. Still got that tied up. So there'll be some skirmishing here. His cavalry does come out to attack my noble blood, which just isn't best for him because the cavalry outnumbers him, but it is close to his archers and things, which is good for him. He does rush his general into one of my noble blood, but now you'll see I'll bring these guys here, and I'm gonna bring those guys in and these guys around. So plenty of holes here. My chariots I kind of just forget about. They're kind of just sitting there. So as you can see, some of the orders kind of get messed up. That guy kind of just paused for a second, but then I'll send him into the skirmishers. I start to bring this guy in over here too. He does bring an armored legionnaire to help support that. I see his infantry all messed up, so I bring that guy in. I rush up my infantry line up here. 2 Therios here. I've got a Therios free back here. His cavalry is free. He's going to go after my skirmishers, but that's not a big deal right now. These guys kind of stop. My bronze shields finally getting down and putting their pikes back down. Cavalry's kind of caught up in some of his armored legionnaires up here and here. Chariots don't do anything with. I'll bring them in a second, but this cavalry's holding on to his archers and another legionnaire. I bring my Therios around for support so I can flank this guy right here, and I do the same thing with my bronze shields. Therios brings up on this side to attack there, and I'm going to bring that guy over there. Now my bronze shield, my general, I kind of leave him just as a defensive so he can't bring support or anything over here. Some of my archers actually are able to take out his other cav unit, so I'll have them in a second start focusing over here. Yeah, right now I'm telling him, because he was able to get a flank charge in. Yeah, my general, I kind of actually just have him sitting here, which is kind of pointless, plus he's getting into the flank a little bit. I really don't know why I did that. Therios on this side start to rout actually, but I still got the other ones. I do start to move up my general a little bit, gonna just bring him up. My chariots do finally come in, start getting some attacks. You'll see through here they'll get a nice charge. A couple of them will get a little bogged down, but most of them are able to go right through. This is actually just my cavalry, my citizen cavalry, holding those armored legionnaires, which is fine for right now. Noble blood still back there. I'm able to get some hammer and anvil charges with my noble blood over here. These noble blood kind of just get caught not doing anything. Well, I mean, Therios spears. Right now they're just throwing in javelins, which they actually get rear charged. But I have these cavalry, which will be able to continuously hammer and anvil back in. Same thing with this guy now. I actually give him an order to charge in here, but you'll notice, because my bronze shields are just sitting there, kind of messes them up. Half of them, more than half of them probably get slowed down. Chariots do start to rout after getting only 56 kills, but they'll actually come back from routing, you'll see. He does try to pull cavalry off from this fight up here into my cavalry. I do have this unit of Therios spears, which actually came back from routing. This time I pop my general abilities just to help a little bit. I bring another cavalry unit to support. This cavalry's free, so I'll start be able to use him. So my chariots are coming back, and they've got 87 kills now. Start to rout again, but they'll come back again. I do have my bronze shields starting to engage a little bit, but it's kind of an awkward angle, and they're not really pushing forward, so they're not going to attack. Okay, so now I do give an order, and they're going to start going forward to support this Therios spear. These guys are still holding, going to charge into the back. Still got these cavalry, which I haven't bothered to use, but he starts to bring up his legionnaires here. Fight down here, I end up bringing this Therios spears over to flank this guy, because these bronze shield will be able to handle those legionnaires no problem. I end up bringing out all my cav from this fight, because they're not going to win, so there's no point keeping them there. These bronze shields go into this legionnaire, so now it's a one-on-one fight all around, but I do have my cavalry, so I can get some nice charges in the back, which you say I get one charge, pretty good charge into there when they're not formed up. Bring another charge in. Actually, you're going to bring this guy down, which he tries to intercept with these legionnaires. Not really successful. Well, I guess he could have just been going over, but it looks like he tried to stop it. So now that these guys are running, I'm going to take advantage of that, since they're not braced, and charge it with my 2 noble blood. I guess actually one of those is a citizen cavalry. Watch that charge as they go into the side of these legionnaires. Which they're not shot cavalry, so I mean, charge isn't as good, but it's not bad. Which I actually probably could have left them in there a little bit longer to use their actual bonus they get for the charge, but oh well. I actually bring my scythe chariots in try to get some extra kills before they die, which actually right now they're at 159, 60, so doing pretty good. Still, got 2 guys and actually stabilize again. See, this Legionnaire unit finally died, so I got this cavalry sent into the flanks here. Bronze shields are actually going to turn them around to confront these Legionnaires. And then got Cav extra, just bring it, finish off these Legionnaires here. Actually get my chariots through. Still got my archers firing, got my Therios spears. Yeah, so here really they're all starting to rout. This one's about to disappear completely. See, surrounded really drops their morale. That one's gone. Now it's really just this last one, which they really have no chance. So just start throwing my cav at them and they rout. So yeah, that was the end of that battle. So yeah, costly victory. You can see overall my opponent actually did do fairly well with his kills. I only got about 300 more. Now my bronze shield pikeman at the end, he started doing a lot better, but I kind of kept him out of battle just because I didn't want my general to die, which is kind of stupid of me because I could have used him earlier on. Chariots, 182 kills, did pretty good. Archers, 163, really good. 94, really good. Therios spears, really only this one did super good, and the rest are kind of eh. But they were there just to hold the infantry, which you can see his infantry did really good. 214, 116, some really high amounts of kills there. But my main thing was having a cav superiority, so I would be able to charge into the back. You can see my noble blood here, 181, 97, 76, really good. Citizen cav really low, 5 kills, but they still did their job. 58, a little bit better on that citizen cav. And you can see I was able to neutralize his missile units. 2 of his Syrian archers didn't get any. 1 got 4, and then 1 Velite got 4. And then his cav didn't really do much. These 3 did pretty good, getting a good number of kills. But yeah, so good game to my opponent, Decimator 456. And yeah, that'll be the end of this one. So stay tuned for my next battle. Alright, see ya.